I know, it's scary. It seems like no one can do it right. How do you run and how do you do a sales call, a sales conversation, and talk to a client on the phone, on Zoom, anywhere? People over the years have complicated the process. They've made it seem like it's a huge deal. There's so much misinformation about sales in general that I want to clarify sales, make sales a lot easier for you, and walk you through exactly how to do a sales call and do it the right way. And no, don't worry. This is not some hypey bull crap where I'm going to say it's going to be the easiest thing in the world, or I'm going to give you one secret key to do sales and close a client every time. I don't believe in bull crap. I don't believe in lying to you. I'm just going to tell you the truth on how to run a sales call, how to run a sales conversation, and how to actually close people in a really easy, comfortable, normal way. So the first big misconception you have to get through your head is that when you want to do sales the right way and actually close clients and actually help them, you are no longer going to be selling. Yes, you will no longer be selling. There will be no pressuring. There will be no trying to convince the person to buy. None of that. What you're doing and what you should be doing, you may not be doing it the right way right now. If you want to close at a higher rate, if you want to get more customers to actually buy, and you want to run a sales call, run a Zoom call very smoothly on the phone, in person, you name it, do not sell. Ask questions and then clarify to find a deeper answer. Why? Because by asking questions and doing it in the right way, you can get your client to tell you their problems, to tell you how they would like those problems solved, how they want the solutions to be delivered, and what solutions they actually want, and what they're willing to give to get those results. By asking questions in the right way, and I will walk through with you right now on exactly how to ask questions in the right way to guide a sales conversation, to close the client, and to actually get them to like you and love you during the process. I've had many people tell me, Jon, I love how you sell. Thank you so much for this conversation. I really appreciated how you helped me out. Even if they don't buy, they might buy later because they actually like, know, and trust me. I'm going to show you how to do these things right now. Really. Not in a fake way, how to actually do them. So first, of course, just like in any call, any conversation, you need to first get to know the person and get to know their situation. So for example, if I was starting a sales call, the first thing I'd say is, hey, very nice to meet you. How's it going? Great. Glad to hear that. Well, I'm happy to get started to kind of go through and learn more about you, if that's okay with you. First question, is that okay with you? Great. Awesome. So I'm just going to tell you, or I'm just going to ask you a bunch of questions and try to find out more about your business. So the first thing that's running through my mind is, can you kind of just walk me through your business's situation right now? Say, for example, I'm doing consulting. Can you walk me through your business's situation right now and what's going on? Then they'll tell me, and the prospect will tell you. You want to ask a more broad question first. They'll tell you, I'm going through X, I'm going through Z, I'm going through Y, this is happening. And when a customer tells you each of those things, they're giving you data, they're giving you information to work with. So when they're telling you, I'm getting leads, but they aren't really buying, I know as a consultant, there's something wrong in their sales process or in their conversion process, or they're not getting the right traffic in the first place. There could be a variety of reasons that they're not converting their leads into customers. So then I need to ask more clarifying questions, which is the third stage. The first stage is introduction. The second stage is more general questions to find out what they have going on. The third stage is ask more clarifying questions to really fine tune and find out what their exact problems are specifically. So then I may ask, great, so you said you're getting a lot of leads, but a lot aren't buying. How are your ads going? Like, are your ads running to the right target audience, you think? Can you just tell me more about your ads? They explain about their ads. Great. Now move on to, what about your sales process? Do you follow up? Do you do this? So if someone tells me, for example, in this scenario I'm going through, they told me I had an ads manager, they did a really good job, but I don't follow up with all. I don't follow up at all, and I kind of have a sales process, but not really a good one. I know then the problem most likely is they don't have a good sales process and they need to follow up more. They need to follow up in a better way. So I can then think about, later on, I can ask, do you think if we followed up more and built a relationship with those leads, that would help convert more of them? Do you think if we actually laid out kind of a simpler sales process, made it easier for a customer to actually buy from you, do you think that would help out? That's the fourth stage. Ask questions then, once you've kind of discovered what your client needs through your clarifying questions, ask more questions to identify and relate the answer to the problems to the question. So my solution is to help them with follow-up and consult with them and tell them how to improve the follow-up. So I may ask a question, do you think if we did XYZ, this follow-up, do you think that would get you more customers? And the answer almost all the time is, yeah, that probably would help. Great. So do you think if we also, and then you keep asking more clarifying questions, you ask, and you also ask more questions to bring them to your solutions. And you know why this works? It's because you are not telling them anything. You are having them, through your questions, solve their own problems and discover what they need help with, and how they need help with it, and why you're the best person to get the answers from and get the services and products from, because you're the one who's the authority asking them these questions, getting them to discover what they have going on. Make sense? You no longer have to sell. The customer, literally, if you do this right and go through this process, the customer sells themselves. So like I said, you no longer have to do sales anymore. You now just are asking questions and seeing if they want to work with you. So again, the first stage is introduction. The second stage is, initial questions to find out more about anyone's situation in any niche, any industry, what they have going on. The third stage is ask more clarifying questions. The fourth stage is once you ask enough questions and actually know how your product and services can help them, ask questions that the answer to those questions is your product and service, or the result your product or service creates. Because then they're basically saying to themselves, yes, 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 this is the actual solution to my problems. It's what you're offering. Does that make sense? Do you see why it's so brilliant to do it this way instead of just, my stuff is the best compared to Jake Gyllenhaal's, and I think you should buy it more than anyone else's because I give you extra bonuses. But you can do the stuff, but we'll get to that later. Now, once you've actually gone through all these phases, and you've gone through the phases of actually going through, okay, do you think if we did this, that would help you? You have a fifth phase of clarifying. So it sounds like from our conversation, if I helped you do X, Y, Z, Z, X, Q, 2, 2, 5, that would get you X results like you said it would, right? Cool. So I think I can help you with those things. Would you want to discuss what that would look like? Would you want to see what that would look like? Would you want to hear what I have to say on how I think I can help you out? Is it okay if I go through a few things I think that we could do together to actually help you out? Are you cool if I go through how we can maybe work together and make that happen? You ask some questions. By the way, I shouldn't be giving this away for free, but I am. You go through some questions. I'm basically, hey, is it cool if I go through the answer, the solutions, more about what we discussed, more intensely? Then once you've gone through that, how do you close? How do you close the sales call? Now that I've kind of shown you, walk through and how to run it, how do you actually close a sales call? You simply say, so does all that sound like it's going to help you out? Does what I went through, honestly, seriously sound like a solution you could use? Does this all sound good to you? The person says yes. You say, great. Would love to help you join up with us. Would love to help you get started. Love to help you get this into your hands as soon as possible. Do you want to use a credit card, or how do you want to pay? That is how easy it is when you ask questions instead of selling. This is the easiest, best way to run a sales call, run any sales conversation without being pressury, without being salesy, without doing anything unethical. And it works, from my experience, better than anything else out there, than any other gurus, anyone out there who just does sales and just thinks they are the best or proclaims they're the best. This works way better. So my friend, that is how you simply run a sales call and close a client and help them identify the problems, solve the problems, and see your product or solution as the answer. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I should have made you buy this information, but it's free. I'll see you in another video very soon.